of us going away and finals and all that. Really couldn't be done before this. I wish everyone else could have been here, but a lot of people have gone home and stuff like that. If anybody wants to say anything, now's the time. Everybody pretty much all set with that. All right.
Sure.
Go ahead.
You know, I never miss a moment to speak.
Is Mr. Eric Goldberg, the tallest schnick in our fraternity.
Situation, I guess I'm not going to be as articulate as in the past, but just want to say one thing. I've taken a lot of time to review what's transpired. And I've looked at it originally as a tragedy. And then I decided that there's something else that we should all look at it as. Instead of just looking at what happened, I think we should look at what his life meant to all of us. The other day I was pretty down about getting rejected to a law school. And I put things into perspective a little bit more. I just, just reflected a little bit, took some time just, to think about everything. And I remembered a situation, I was just thinking about Larry. And I remember a situation and I just started laughing. And that was the first time I really thought about everything and put things in the right order. That we shouldn't look at it as a tragedy. We should look at his life as an inspiration to all of us. Because if anybody knew him, people who did know him, realized that he was a motivation. He was probably the strongest willed kid that I've ever met. And now when I look at things, I'm not going to look at, and especially at this situation, I'm not going to look at it as a terrible situation. I'm going to look at it, his life. And it's going to serve to motivate me, and it should motivate a lot of you guys, to overcome those periods of like, when you realize you're down about something, look at it and say, fuck, this is sort of losing it here. Look at it as a positive, his life as a positive. Don't look at the tragedy as a negative. Turn his life into a positive. Let it motivate him, like it has and it will forever for me. Sorry.
I'd like the guys who came down with me we went down to the funeral expecting the worst, and we came out of it. I came back and talked to everyone I talked to. I was just like, it was great. It was great. I mean, of course, you're going down for a horrible event. Okay, it's something you don't want to have to do, but it was really done well, and we all had a great time remembering him. And I just, when we went down there, as you all know, we had a big part in everything that went on, because the fraternity was so important to Larry, and we were so important to him. And so they wanted us to speak at the funeral. I'd just like to share with you what I said.
Oh, I just wanted to say, just being down in Florida and just seeing Larry's friends from like high school, I mean, I just could relate. We could just see, how we both, loved Larry so much, and that, just hanging out with his friends from high school, it was just like something I'll never forget, and that it's just, everyone came together that weekend, and I just wanted to say that it was unbelievable.
So we all got together the night before and thought of some things we wanted to say and came up with this.
Larry Kalis came down from Los Angeles.
And Brian McCullough was there as well. So we all stood together. We all knew Larry. Met him 2 years ago at Tulane. And in that short time, we became brothers in every sense of the word. Living with him and being with him every day, we all got to know the best and worst in all of us. Our best moments was when we were at our worst. That's where all the good stories come from. And all the hardships that Larry went through, he never wanted us to see any bad. He never wanted us to worry. He wanted us to see the good. And I think because of him, we all did. Even after he was sick and came down to visit, he would never let us see anything but what he was to us. You know, just our friend, Larry. Memories for us driving around in that red Cabriolet freshman year. He'd always he'd pull out a movie line, make us laugh. I think it's his laugh that we're all gonna remember the most. And even at the end, toward the end, we were told that it was the only reason he was still alive is because he has a strong heart. Because his heart was still kicking. And I think we all already knew that. Larry, you always be in our hearts. Excuse me. You always be in our hearts. Doughboys Unite, Phi Phi Kappa Alpha. Had this made. If you want to take a look at it. This is Pi Kappa Alpha chapter. Memory of.
In memory of Lawrence Adam Fox, may his laugh always echo in our hearts. 871 to 492. Let's see it.
May his laugh always echo in our hearts.
Everyone who was there, and his parents were standing by the grave, and I could hear something that his father was saying to his mother, and it was something along the lines of, there's no more sickness, no more throwing up, no more hospitals, and it made me just realize that all that's left after he died is the good things. There's no more bad things anymore for him. And that's the best part of the whole thing. All that's left is the good. So that's the way he would want us to look at it, I know. So that's the way I think we should all look at it. That's the way his parents look at it.
Sister.
Yeah, Sister Ellen told us that when in the hospital, when he was sick and he was in bed, she said he had a notebook, and he wrote the preamble. He kept writing the preamble in the notebook, and it's amazing to me that that was what was in his mind when he was real sick. You know, when it was, you know, all he could do was write, and that's what he wanted to write. And I think that that's when his family, his parents and his sister, and the people that were there realized how much all of this means to him, how much we mean to him. You know, I think it's, you know, when you go home, you tell people you're in a fraternity, they say, oh, it's just a bunch of guys. But I think that's when it really hit home to everyone else there that we meant a lot to him. And they really took it to heart. His parents, I know, were very happy that we were there. They told us many times. And also, another surprise that we had when we got there, Andrew and Mark and I were at the wake, the first night we were there, and without even asking any of us, his parents had the funeral director put garnet and gold ribbons over the coffin. And yeah, garnet and gold flowers. And it was I don't know, I realized how much that they realized that how much we meant to him. Just thought maybe